Okay, hey everyone, how's it going? This is Dave from wetflyswing.com, and I'm going to show you how to tie a rusty spinner, a pattern that was noted by Hafele in a podcast episode I did, and that was, let's see here, number 37. So Rick talked about, I kind of chatted with him, was, what were basically his go-to flies, and this is one he said that he always has in his box. So I'm going to start off here just with some UTC 70 Denier, some rusty brown. And let's start off going back to the barb, and what we're going to use here is just some micro Fibets. These are actually light done. I'm going to take 3 of them, pull them off of here, and tie them. Length, this is going to be about 1.5 to 2 times the length of the hook shank. Just tie those 3 in to start off there on top. Then once you get those secure, what you do is kind of splay them out a little bit with your finger just to get them separated. And actually, I had like 4 on here, so I'm gonna split them up and do 2 together. What I'm gonna do is just kind of wrap. I'm gonna grab the 2 and I'm gonna wrap behind it, just like this, kind of not super tight, but just enough to put it back behind it. And then I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm going to do the same thing for this other one here. Go under, and I'm going to go right under it, and then kind of go this way. And that's just going to secure the fibers. I'll do one more for the 3rd one. I'll just kind of go under, wrap that one like right behind that. Oop, let's see, it caught it. That's what happens when you go across too far, but I'll go back. Go under, get those splayed out just like that. Just come up right there, and I'll wrap that. So now we basically got our 3 tails all splayed out, and what I'm gonna do now is come back, wrap up and cut this off. And you get some rust brown. This is actually some fine, just get some fine, any sort of fine dubbing. This is UV. Rid of this, and we'll just get just a little bit. You don't have to put a ton of this stuff on. Keep it fine, because you want to build it up from the back. You want to start thin, and then build up the abdomen as you go. So I'll start right back here. Just kind of start wrapping. I'll add a little more, and you want to go up about 3/4 of the way up. Put this on here, and then we're going to give ourselves plenty of room for the poly yarn. I'll just start doing this. I'm just going to build up a little bit as we get towards the front, about right there. And we're probably not even going to use all that. Just about like that. And then we're going to get some of this poly. This is just some Spirit River polar white. I'm going to cut off a nice little chunk of this, and again, this is a size 14 dry fly hook, so whatever dry fly hook you have will work. And you can see I got a lot here. That's a lot. I'm gonna take half of that. This is a 14. You don't need a ton of this stuff. Then what I'm gonna do is once I get my amount, I'm gonna tie it right on the top. Just tie it right over 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna just kind of move this a little bit and wrap back behind on top of this one. I'll wrap in front a little bit. I'll wrap behind both of these. Just kind of building up a base. Go like this, and I'll wrap this way. As soon as you're feeling like it, you can even do it like a figure 8 if you want. A little bit, do a couple of those. That's pretty secure. That baby isn't going anywhere. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of dubbing on right here, and we're going to wrap, kind of cross it over. So go back to some more of this brown. And now we're going to build up the thorax a little bit bigger than we did the abdomen. So just wrap a couple here, and then we'll wrap over the top, just like this, a couple of those, and you see how that just kind of builds it up. Do one more right in front, a couple more right there. That's about all there is to it for that, and then you can just tie off your head. Yeah, and I guess I was kind of focusing here on this fly, but yeah, in that episode with Rick, not only did he talk about this pattern, but he talked about some other patterns that are his go-tos, not just for dries. And that was, I'll take a look here, that was green rockworm, Batis, what is it, Batis nymph pattern. But he basically, Rick was saying, you know, you should have this in a range of sizes to hit that spinner fly. So when you cut this off, you want this just to be about the length of the hook when you do this. I'm just going to cut off about right there. I got one straggler right here. Cut that off, and that's it. That's your rusty spinner. It's pretty straightforward. Thing's going to float really well. Got the split tails, and I did get an extra tail in here. So if you want, I'm just going to go and cut that one off just to get it so we're down to 3. There we go. So we got our 3 tails. You can take a look when I spin this around. Pretty sweet little pattern. Then it's got, maybe you can see if we go this way. So there you go. So that's the rusty spinner, a fly that has been noted by many, including Rick Hafele. So if you're interested in that podcast, go to, let's see, wetflyswing.com/37, and you can listen to Rick talk about not only this, but he gets into a bunch of entomology topics. He's kind of the go-to guy out west. So this is Dave from wetflyswing.com. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks.